Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial. So this is the fourth design in the blazer series that we are learning this week. So if you have been joining us since the beginning of this, thank you for always joining us, and if you are joining us for the first time today, thank you for joining us. And don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorials. Today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful blazer dress. So it's going to be in two parts. Today's part is going to be just the drafting and how you can achieve this beautiful top. So in our next class it will be the sewing part. So thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to comment on this video, like, and also share the video. If you'd like to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. So for the drafting of this blazer top now, I have my pattern paper on fold here. So from the upper part I step down by 5 inches. So from the center front also I step in by 5 inches also. So from there we'll start our measurements. So I have the shoulder line, the chest line, the bust line, under bust, waist, and the length of the top. So with this now we can proceed to input all of our measurements. So on the shoulder line you input your shoulder divided by 2, and also on the chest line then you go ahead to connect the lines together. So on the shoulder line now you step down by 1 inch and you connect it to the 3 inches neck width for your shoulder slope, and the depth of the neck we'll be using is 3 inches also. So you go ahead and connect all of the lines together. Alright, then we'll proceed to input our measurements on the bust line. Bust divided by 4, you mark it down. The waist divided by 4, you mark it, then add 1.5 inch allowance to it. So the down part is not going to be having the darts. The dart is stopping on the waistline, so you just go ahead and mark the dart the way hip divided by 4 or so, then you connect it together. So you measure the bust span measurement divided by 2 on the waistline and also on the bust line. So we added 1.5 inch allowance to the dart for that, so we mark it on both sides of it and just stop half inch before the bust point. The difference between the front and the back half length is 1.5, so go ahead and connect all the dart lines together. The dart is going to be stopping on the waistline like I explained. The down part does not have any dart extension. So go for the armhole now. Your armhole divided by 2, step down by 1, then you go in by 1 inch for the front, then you connect the armhole together. So the next thing now is to draft out the lapel collar. So to cut through from the neckline through the bust line, then we extend it down to the waist. So you're going to place your ruler like this from the neckline to the bust line like this, and make sure that it extends outside the shoulder line for our back neck, so like this. So you just adjust your ruler. My ruler is not that long, so it's why I have to keep adjusting it. Then when it gets to the waistline, you just connect your waist measurements, you extend it out as seen also like this. So once you're able to get it now, then you can proceed to adding it. So I'm just marking it out so that it will be very, very visible. So the next thing is to decide on the wideness of the lapel collar on the hem there. So I made it 3 inches, but if you want yours to be more than 3 inches, then you have to go in when you want to start your drafting. Now I went in from center front by 5 inches, so it was just remaining 3 inches for me. But if you want yours to be wider than 3 inches, you can just adjust it maybe like 7 inches before you start drafting. This will help you to have more than 3 inches there. And I've gone ahead to draft my back pattern. It's a simple back pattern. Then you measure the neck waist that we have here. So I have 3.75. that's going to be the height of our collar. So from the shoulder line you measure the 3.75. then from that point you square a line forward. That is where you're going to be measuring the wideness you want the back collar to be. So I'm using 2.5 inches for the wideness here. So you mark 2.5 inches from that point here. Then we'll go ahead and connect it to the waistline. So you connect this point here to this point here using your straight rule to connect it together. I hope you can see what I'm connecting here. So when you are done connecting and you are okay with it, then on the side here you can just make it to be a slight curvy so that it will not just be all straight, but I needed to use that straight rule first, so we'll go for this one on the outside. So now we are done with the lapel collar. So from the waistline down to the hem, now I added 0.75-inch allowance for the button allowance here, so you just go ahead and connect it together. Now that we are done with the drafting, we can proceed to cut out our pattern. So if at this point you are still here to subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorial, and also like this video, comments, and also share the video. Thank you. Remember I said that the down part is not going to be having any darts. So you know, on the waistline we had a 1.5-inch for the darts, which the down part is not going to be having. So for the down part now, we are going to be using the exact waist measurement. That is our waist divided by 4. Then you just go ahead and connect it down to the hip line, so that when you are done joining your darts, you are sewing in your darts, you will have the same measurement on the waist area. So we'll be going with that. So this is what the front is looking like by the time you fold in your lapel collar like this. You see that it's looking exactly like what we have in the design. So with this now, you can keep the upper part apart now, then go ahead to cut out the down part. Alright, so after cutting down the down part now, this is what I have for the both of them. So on the side now, on the hemline, you step up by 1 inch to have a slight curve on the side there. Then you blend it into the hem, so you just cut out the excess that we have here. So after that now, you are going to be placing the center fronts to each other. So you notice that in that design, one side is longer than the other side. So for the shorter side now, from the hem you go up by 2 inches. So from that 2 inches now, you are going to be blending it down to the side. So you are not making any alteration to the side. The side is still going to be the same size. We are only making alteration to the center front. Then you go ahead and cut it down. So this is what the down part of the front is going to be looking like. The back is just going to be the same length. It's only the front that we are making alteration to. Once you are done with this now, you can bring the upper part pattern, and we are trying to close the darts here, so that I want to see how it will look like by the time you place it on the waist. You see now that they are equal after I close the darts. So I'll just try and put my paper tape together to see how the whole front is going to be looking like. Alright, I also did the same thing for the other side also. So this is me trying to fold in the lapel collar so that we'll see the outcome of what we just drafted. So we just place them on each other like this with a little bit of overlap in the front, and this is what our pattern is looking like. Does it look like the original style that I'm trying to replicate? So when we are ready to cut on the fabric, we'll be closing our dart. So I'll be making it a princess dart. So this is what the front is looking like, and also the back is just a basic back block, and also the dart is going to be stopping on the way. So this is the end of our tutorial for today. In our next tutorial, I'll be taking you through step-by-step process on how to sew. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the